when corporate policy becomes a dangerous game of life and death. I was standing in the lobby of Golden Years Assisted Living, and my chest felt like it was being crushed in a vice. My grandfather, Silas, a man who survived 3 years in the Pacific, was sitting in the common room, slumped over, his face a terrifying shade of gray. I started toward him, but a hand clamped onto my shoulder. It was the night manager, Brenda. She had this customer service smile that didn't reach her eyes. "I'm sorry, Mr. Vance," she said, her voice dripping with fake empathy. "But you aren't on the approved transport list for tonight. It's for his own safety." I looked at her stunned. "Safety, Brenda? He's having a stroke. Look at his face. He needs an ER right now." She didn't even glance at him. Instead, she tapped a laminated sheet on her clipboard. "Protocol is very clear. Only his primary contact, your sister, can authorize a private transport. It's a liability issue for the facility." I felt the blood rush to my face. "My sister is on a flight to Tokyo. She's over the Pacific. I am his grandson. I have the power of attorney in my bag. Company policy requires a notarized digital upload to our portal first," she replied, completely monotone. "Without that, my hands are tied." Through the glass, I saw Silas try to lift his arm. It just flopped back down. He looked so small, so vulnerable. "Brenda," I whispered, my voice shaking, "if he dies because you're worried about a checkbox, I will burn this legal entity to the ground. Threats will only result in your removal from the premises," she said, reaching for her radio. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I pulled out my phone and dialed 911. "Yes," I said, loud enough for the entire lobby to hear. "I'm at Golden Years. I have an elderly male in active respiratory distress, and the staff is forcibly preventing medical intervention." Brenda's face went from pale to ghostly white in 3 seconds. "Sir, there's no need to involve the authorities." "Oh, we're beyond that," I snapped. When the paramedics burst through those doors 5 minutes later, Brenda tried to give them the same liability speech. The lead medic didn't even stop walking. He looked her dead in the eye and said, "Move, or you're getting charged with felony neglect." We made it to the hospital with minutes to spare. The doctor told me later that another 10 minutes of policy would have cost Silas his ability to speak. Forever. The facility tried to send me an apology basket a week later. I sent it back, along with the process server, because some rules aren't meant to protect people. They're meant to protect wallets, and I think it's time they paid up.